Hello, everyone. This is Madame Aristil again. I'm going to teach you today about nouns and articles in French and in Creole. Welcome to Madame Aristil's Trilingual Learning Club. Lesson 2. Today I'm going to teach you about nouns and articles in French in association with the Haitian Creole with the explanation in English. You will learn in French and in Creole how to identify the objects around you, learn the gender and number of the nouns, and learn about the definite and indefinite articles and how to determine the gender and number. As for essential questions, they are there for you after this lesson. You should be able to identify objects in French and in Creole. How can I determine the gender? You should be able to determine the gender and number of the nouns and pair definite and indefinite article with corresponding nouns. To identify objects around, you will say or you will ask en français, in French, qu'est-ce que c'est? And that's the English equivalent here. What is it? C'est quoi ça? What? Or you can just say, qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans la salle de classe? What is in the classroom? That was in French. In Creole, you will say, qui ça lié? Qui ça ça est? Qui ça? And for the classroom, you will say, qui ça qui dans classe là? Let me go for the Creole one again. The way you ask about objects, you will say, qui ça lié? Qui ça? Qui ça qui dans salle classe là? To respond, you might say, c'est un bureau. It's covered under the explanation in English. This is a desk. Or you can say, c'est une chaise. This is a chair. You know, you pretend for that's a salle de classe here. You can say, dans la salle de classe, il y a un tableau, des pupitres, et des ordinateurs. Again, for French, that means in English, in the classroom, there is a blackboard, a desk, and computers. Let me say it again, I messed up in the English one. In the classroom, there is a blackboard, desk, or you can say some desks also, and computers, or some computers. En français, dans la salle de classe, il y a un tableau, des pupitres et des ordinateurs. C'est un bureau, c'est une chaise. Dans la salle de classe, il y a un tableau, des pupitres et des ordinateurs. That was for French, to respond in French. Now, to respond in Creole, you will say, c'est yon bureau, c'est yon chaise. Nan sal klas la, gen yon tableau, kek bureau, ak kek ordinateur. Now we are going to talk about nouns. We're going to begin to talk about nouns. Some critical information about nouns. As in English, nouns in French have number, singular or plural. However, French nouns also have gender, masculine or feminine. For example, for a masculine singular noun, you will say le café. That's an example. In English, the café. And for Creole, you will say caféa. We are going to talk about the articles or the determinant in front of nouns. En Creole, c'est caféa. Masculine singular, le café. Creole, caféa, for the coffee. Not the coffee, pour the café. That's not coffee you drink. C'est café like bar, café restaurant. That's what it is. For masculine, plural, you will say les cafés. In Haitian Creole, café yo, the café. I think there is a S here and café here. I didn't put it, I'm sorry. For feminine singular, you will say, for example, la fille. In Creole, ti filla. And la fille and ti filla means the girl. And for les filles, you will say ti fillo, the girls. Nouns that designate a male are usually masculine. Nouns that designate a female are usually feminine. For masculine singular, you're talking about a male actor, you will say l'acteur in French. Pour l'étudiant, you're talking about the male student, you will say l'étudiant in French. For Creole, acteur, élève là. For masculine, plural, when you're talking about male actors, you will say les acteurs. Et pour male students, you will say de les étudiants. And for male actors, for male students, you will say les étudiants. And in Haitian Creole, acteur yo, élève yo. For feminine singular, you will say l'actrice. You're talking about a female actress. You will say, well, that's what it is in English, l'actrice, the actress. That's what you will say. For female, for feminine singular, When you're talking about a female actor, actress, you will say l'actrice. For a female student, you will say l'étudiante. L'étudiante. Remember, the masculin, c'est l'étudiant, the T is silent. And now for female, for feminine, you will say l'étudiante. You still don't pronounce the E. These things we will learn them later, but I can just give you a little of it. Is you don't pronounce the E, it's a silent E, but the consonant you give the sound of the T. L'étudiante. And for Creole, you will say actrice là, élève là. For feminine plural, you will say les actrices, les étudiantes. And in Creole, actrice yo, élève yo. We continue with some more critical information about nouns. Some nouns can be used to designate either a male or a female regardless of their grammatical gender. For example, masculine singular, you say le professeur. And for masculine plural, you say les professeurs. When you say le professeur comme ça, you're talking about the male or female teacher. And for masculine plural, you say les professeurs. You're talking about male or female teacher or professor. I forgot to mention Creole. Okay, professeur, when you're talking about teacher, male or female teacher. Professeur yo pour masculin pluriel. Now, to talk about a male or female person, you will say la personne. To talk about female, more than one female or more than one male, you will say les personnes. Okay, and Creole, moun for féminin, singular, and feminine for Creole, you will say for feminine plural, you still say moun yo. Other critical information. Nouns for objects that have no natural gender can be either masculine or feminine. For example, le bureau, a desk, it has to be masculine. This is masculine, okay? And it's born masculine, I will say that. And for l'examen, this is a masculine word. That's what it is. These words, they are born masculine, they are masculine. And you will see some that are born feminine and they are feminine. Okay? Le bureau, l'examen, still masculin, l'ordinateur, le problème. These words are masculine words. I'm saying them again. Le bureau, l'examen, l'ordinateur, le problème. Now, some feminine words. La chose, la différence, la littérature, l'université. And for Creole, bureau, examen. Ordinateur, problème nan. Bagay la, différence nan. Littérature, université. The equivalence is in the bottom for le bureau is the desk. It can be the desk, the actual desk, or it can be just the office, the place of work. The place to work, the office. Okay. And, j'ai effacé. Et le computer, c'est pour l'ordinateur. Et la chose, c'est pour thing. OK. Et en bas, c'est le test, c'est l'examen. Pour l'examen, c'est the test or exam. And the computer, l'ordinateur, ordinateur, the computer, l'ordinateur. And the thing is la chose, la littérature, de littérature. We're going to talk about the plural concept. You can usually form the plural of a noun by adding an S, regardless of the gender. However, in the case of words that end in E, A, U, I should say it in French, E, A, U, it gives you the sound O, and the singular, add X to the end to form the plural. For most nouns ending in AL or AL in French, you will drop the AL, AL, and add EUX or AUX. And this gives you the sound O. Okay, some example. For example, for singular, l'objet, la télévision, le bureau, l'animal. You can see the meaning in the bottom, the English equivalent. L'objet. This is a cognate word. We will talk later on about cognate words. I can tell you now what cognate words is. Very important that will help you with your French learning. Cognate words are the words that are the same and or spelling a little bit different, but they are the same. They spell almost the same way in English and in French. And according to research, there are 20,000 words that are in French, they are the same in English. That's what, just a little teaching point about cognates. We will talk more later about that. L'objet and la télévision. Le bureau can be desk or the office. L'animal, all these are cognate words, animals. Okay, l'animal, the animal. L'animal, the animal. And pluriel, you will say les objets, les télévisions. You see, you just added S to make it plural. Whereas for les bureaux, you don't add a S because remember that and AAU, you will add an X. And there is the animaux, les animaux, excusez-moi, les animaux de singular was AL. They give you the strategy to drop the AL. They could have told you just add UX. No, drop the, not to confuse yourself, to be clear, add the AL and you add AUX, AUX. Okay, that's for French. Now for Creole, we don't have all these rules. Okay, for Creole, you will say objet, télévision, bureau, and for animal, you will say bête là, bête for animal. It's not the same. Usually the words are the same in English and in Creole, and not in English. And French and Creole, they just not, they don't have the same spelling, but this one is a little different. For animal, say bête là. And télévision, I'm sorry, objet yo, pour pluriel, télévision yo. I didn't put the yo in television. I will put it back. Television yo. There is a yo here that I missed to put. Okay. And bureau yo and bet yo. Okay. We are going to be talking about definite articles now. In French, there are 4 different words for the English article da. Le, la, l'apostrophe, and le. You will use them depending on the gender and number of the noun it goes with. I agree, they always say French is difficult. Yeah, for one definite article, for one word. In English, you have to know 4 different words. 4 different words. Okay, and as you can see, there is this note with the N point B point. Notez bien, that means in French, notez bien, that in French, a noun doesn't stand by itself. You have to use a determinant, what they call articles, like definite article or indefinite article. The English definite article, which is da, never varies for number or gender. However, the French definite article takes different forms according to the gender and number of the noun that it accompanies. For a singular noun beginning with a vowel, a consonant, for singular noun beginning with a consonant, you will say use le. You will use le for masculin, le tableau. Le tableau can mean a picture, the picture, or a blackboard in English. For feminine, you will use la, which is la librairie, which is a feminine noun. For singular noun, beginning with a vowel sound, you will use l'apostrophe. In English, l'apostrophe. L'ami. L'ami is without E is the male friend. If you was a female friend, you will put an E at the silent E at the end. L'université, which is a feminine noun, you will put L'. For feminine or masculine, it doesn't matter, you will put L'. For plural nouns, you will use les in front of the noun and S in the noun. That's masculine singulier, and it's the same for feminine, that's masculine pluriel, I should say, masculine pluriel, les cafés. And you will use les also for a feminine pluriel, a feminine plural, on dit pluriel en français, féminin, pluriel, I will say en français, and you will use les also. For Haitian Creole, you see in French, the article is in front of before the word, the noun. But in Creole, the article is placed after the noun. This is Creole. For masculin singulier is tableau. Tableau for le tableau. Or for féminin, librairia. You just put A in front of it. Zamia, masculin, universitaire. For plural nouns, you will put yo in front of the noun. Café yo. Télévision yo. While plurality is indicated by yo, and there is no need to add an S. And the feminine singular noun, place a, ya, la, la in front, no change in the feminine plural noun. Now, indefinite articles. We just talked about definite articles, now indefinite articles. Indefinite articles. In French, the indefinite articles are un, une, that means in English, et, or, un. In French, the indefinite articles are un, une. That means a or n in English. The plural article is des for some in English. Although some is often omitted in English, the plural indefinite article cannot be omitted in French. For example, for a masculine singular noun, you will say un instrument. You will say un instrument. That means an instrument. Almost sound the same way. This is a cognate word. Feminine singular, you will say une table. Une table. For plural noun, you will say des instruments. You use des for plural masculin plural. des instruments. You see, I put some in parentheses like that in bracket because you could have said instruments without the some. But in French, you really have to, you cannot just say instrument. You have to say des instruments. The same for féminin, pluriel, des tables. In Creole, the singular indefinite article is yon. Yon in Creole. And the plural is kek. The plural definite article is kek for des, or some. Definite nouns are made plural when followed by yo. And definite plural nouns are unmarked. Okay, for some example, yon instrument, yon table. You see, in this case, you can put it in front of the noun, your instrument. But if you was the definite article, you will say instrument un, instrument tabla. That means, and when it's definite article, indefinite article, you can place it in front. And now when it's plural, you have to say instrument yo. And the yo is placed after the noun, tab yo. Now we almost done. We're going to be talking about the use of se, when to use se and when to use ce sont. Use se followed by a singular article in noun, or ce sont followed by a plural article. I should say plural article. There is no S in that one. And noun to identify people and object. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Look at, for example, someone asks you about something and say, qu'est-ce que c'est? You will respond, for example, by saying, oh, c'est une librairie. C'est une librairie. With a feminine singular noun. You will say, c'est une librairie. Not only singular noun, is a feminine singular noun. And for bureau, on dit des bureaux, c'est plural nouns. It's a plural noun. You will say, ce sont des bureaux for plural noun. But before I leave, let me give you this little summary. As in English, nouns in French have number, singular or plural. However, French nouns also have gender, masculine or feminine. In French, there are 4 different words for the English article, da, le, la, l'apostrophe, and le. You will use them depending on the gender and number of the noun it goes with. Indefinite articles In French, the indefinite articles are un, une, that means a or an in English. The plural definite article is des for some in English. Although some is often omitted in English, the plural indefinite article cannot be omitted in French. I wanted to give a little credit to D'accord Textbook and Bien dit Textbook. Eh bien, now, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. This is the end of the second lesson. If you didn't watch the first lesson, I will put the link for you that you can watch it. I will put the link in the bottom of the video for you. Also, if you watch the lesson, you could learn something. It will be nice to, if you can give me a like or subscribe and even comment, especially for my fellow Haitians. If you see that I missed something in Creole and Creole teaching when I have all my studies in Haiti at my age, there was a Creole in school. That means I have to learn Creole also. And if I make a mistake, you can send me a little comment with corrections. Okay, we can learn together. We can have other people that know too in the club to help us. Alors, merci beaucoup à tous et à la prochaine. Merci, c'était un plaisir. Au revoir.